Okay folks, welcome back. And as you can see, the aft panel here for the left hand side, boat's upside down. Remember, this is the left hand side. So this panel's been trimmed off back here at the stern, and it's in position, but it's not bonded in yet. I'll have to bond this in sometime this weekend. It's Friday night. I'm not going to do that tonight. But instead of trying to use this contraption right here to clamp this piece down at the nose, I'm going to try something a little different. Once I get this panel bonded in right here, I'm going to take my work stand out from under the back end of the boat right here, and I'm going to set the back end down on the concrete floor. And what I'm hoping that will do is make this level so that I can just put some weight on this thing and not have to worry about clamping it and then, you know, worrying about whether the clamps are going to slip off or not. Like I said, if I get this thing level, I'll be able to put some weight on it. And of course I can't do it right now, because if I try to put any weights on it, they just slide off because of the angle right there. And because of that angle. And so anyway, what I'm going to do is try to bring the nose up and then change this angle so that when this piece is flat, it's sitting horizontal, and then hopefully we can get enough weight on that thing to weigh it down when I go to bond that in place. As far as the fit and finish goes, I've had this thing in place a few times now, and I might have like one or two little small gaps over here, but I mean, this thing is really it's rocking along. And I think once I get the epoxy mixed and get it bonded in place, it's going to lay down on that structure very well, very flat. Like I said, I'm not anticipating that I'm going to have any great big, large gaps. Of course, they'll close up once I press that down in place, but I think this thing's going to fit very well. It's going to look very good too. So we're getting there. And I'm going to step back now, and it's looking more and more now like a boat every day. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, I've got these filler pieces made for this, and I've talked about that, how that was just I should have made this boat 48 inches wide so that I could just split 2 sheets of plywood. I'm not going to go into all that again, but I do have fillers made for this, and then of course I'm going to put a cap over the top of it. You're not even going to know those fillers are there. No one's going to know, and the boat will float just as well. So yeah, that's it. That's game plan is to get all that done this weekend and get it ready to put on a trailer. And the reason I need this boat trailer ready is because my wife and I are no longer passively looking for a house in Florida. We are actively looking for a house in the city of Palm Coast, Florida. We lived there for a time in 2018, and some things are changing at my work, and so I'm having to step up my departure plan a little bit. Not much, because I was getting ready to leave Southwest Airlines anyway. But like I said, we are actively looking for a home. Now, if you have tried to buy a home, the real estate market is tight, and it's tight all over the United States right now. It's tight everywhere. And so it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I'm confident that we will eventually find a home that we like. And with the real estate market being a seller's market, I don't think we'll have any problem selling this house here in Fort Worth. But I'm ready to move back. I think I explained in one of my previous videos from last year that living in Fort Worth, it's not exactly a saltwater fisherman's paradise, because to get to the Gulf Coast from here, it's a minimum of about a 7-hour drive. And you have to take into account, that you're pulling a trailer. I'll be pulling this boat on a trailer. And so, that's going to slow you down a little bit. But it's just the fact that Texas is just so large and everything is so spread out. It takes so long to get to anything from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you're into any kind of outdoor stuff like hunting or fishing. Now, yeah, we do have some freshwater lakes that are a little bit closer. Possum Kingdom out to the west and Lake Fork out to the east. But again, with so many people living here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, those lakes, believe it or not, I mean, they're just overrun by people from the DFW area every weekend. And I mean, it's like lines, just really, really long lines at all the boat ramps at those lakes during the summer and fall and spring. And and I'm not really much into freshwater fishing, fishing the lakes, not like I used to be when I was a kid. Grew up on Cumberland River and Old Hickory Lake up in Tennessee when I was a kid. But I'm more into saltwater fishing. I kind of explained last year in one of my videos that I really got hooked on the saltwater fishing bug when I lived in Florida in 2018. I want to get back to that. And so that, and plus we have grandkids out in Florida too. And most of our family here in Texas, well, I mean, they're not with us anymore. And so, it's just time. It's that season of life, and we need to make some changes and we need to move on. And like I said, with some stuff going on at my work now, it's just a good time to leave. But hopefully, we can find a house that we like, and just pray for us that the move goes well and everything. It's always a stressful time when you're moving, especially at our age. So anyway, that's kind of a brief summation of what's going on there, and there's a good possibility that when you see this boat finished, it's going to be finished out in a different garage. It's going to be out in a garage out in Palm Coast, Florida. So folks, that's all I have for you. I do thank you for watching, as always, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, folks, we're back, and this aft panel right here is now bonded in place, and like always, I'm just waiting for the epoxy to set up. I'm getting all my junk cleaned off of the bottom of the boat here, getting ready to take this work stand out right here as soon as the light catches up to us here. I'm going to take this work platform out from underneath the back end of the boat. I'm going to drop the back end to the floor, and remember I said earlier I was going to do that. Give myself a level surface right here to lay some weight down on so I can get this little piece tattooed in place. And then once all of that's done, then we start the sanding. And we got a lot of sanding to do prior to fiberglassing. I've already started right here on this other side, and as you can see, I've got it rounded over. Now, I haven't done anything with this yet. I was going to wait and get this piece bonded in place and then just do all of this at one time right here. But I've already started right here, this forward panel on the opposite side, and I mean, that's the way it's going to end up looking right there, because like I said, the fiberglass does not like sharp edges. So got this rounded, that's what it's going to look like, and yeah, that's it. Like I said, lots and lots of sanding to do once these panels have set up. So that's all for now. I will catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.